Radical.
So I played this game you see in the background here, Silent Hill 3. I actually played it on PC, and it came with the soundtrack. Years ago when I started a flea market, I recall somebody in elation, in joy, when you see it right there, the Silent Hill soundtrack. I had that, I was selling that for $1, right? Silly me. I was selling that for $1, the soundtrack itself, because I didn't think it was really worth that much. But somebody was incredibly happy and just grinning and just kind of like they had that shit-eating grin, like, oh, thanks. Just $1? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, just $1. Thanks. They didn't even ask if it worked or not. They didn't seem to ask the legitimate question, which was, hey, does it play all the songs? They didn't care. They just wanted that because they knew the value 2 years ago, supposed value of anything Silent Hill. I mean, like I said, I played the game. It's all right. It's okay. I wouldn't rank it up there with some of the best survival horror games of all time. That may be Silent Hill 2, which I don't think I've ever really played. Maybe that one is worth some money. But it's not worth a lot of money. I'm telling you right now, it's not worth a lot of money. It's really not worth a lot of money. You're not believing me, right? Okay. There's things that are worth money that are not selling for much. And there's things that aren't worth over $100 that are sadly selling for over $100. Now, I know I'm not that guy that can tell everyone in the world and impose my will on everyone in the world about what is worth something and what is not worth much. I'm just one person here. Oh, wait. YouTubers can do that all the time, right? I think you just have to have sway. You got to have clout, I suppose. There's one guy that has uploads, and he can tell you that a worthless bird game is worth a ton of money. And a lot of you fucking idiots will actually believe it because they're a YouTuber talking about video games. But I guess you just have to have clout, I suppose. If I was rocking in the millions, maybe people would listen to me if I say this game is not worth over $100. This particular game right here, I'm pointing at. Did I fail to mention that I'm pointing at this particular game here on Shop Goodwill that is going for over $100 and some dollars? Currently has 10 bids with 2 hours left. Might damn well reach over $200 because this, like I said, there's 2 hours left. Over 2 hours left in the bidding here. You know why this particular copy is not worth that much money? Look at there. You see a sticker right on her head? See that yellow sticker? And a sticker on the back. Now the back sticker, you could say you could pull it off. You could replace this with a nicer PS2 case. Okay. Granted, let's say you got some sports cases. Maybe you got some sealed sports PS2 games and you switch that out. All right. That could increase the value. But that sticker right there, you cannot take that sticker off, probably, considering the age, without ripping some of the book. So it's complete. But this particular copy here is not worth that because of the case and the funky shit on the cover of the case, because of the sticker. It looks like it's even got some crap in the bottom corner of the case. And key here is the fact that in the description of this, let's scroll down in this description. PlayStation 2, PS2, Silent Hill 3 games, see photos, functionality. Okay, let's go to condition first. 3 out of 5 in condition. It's in average condition with no significant or unusual damage or wear. But they say average condition. Functionality. It could look pretty good. It could be one of those deals where maybe it's a resurfaced game and they're turning it into Goodwill. And maybe they messed the disc up in a resurfacing machine. Because you got to wonder, I failed to mention some things about this. My apologies. I went off on a tangent about some other stuff. But I failed to mention that this particular Goodwill has 3 copies of Silent Hill for PS2. Not 3, but 2, 3 in the room. So that tells me that the same person turned these in at the same time. They're being put up for auction within hours of each other. Could be the same hour. But make no mistake, the same individual turned 3 of these in at the same time, because I saw the similar yellow stickers on the other 2 also. So who's to say this person didn't just turn them in because maybe they put those discs in a resurfacer and messed up the disc, or they're just completely scratched all to hell? Otherwise, why would they be really turning them into Goodwill? You got to think about that. You got to question that. Now, Goodwill will state in the functionality, or they might show it on a screen in the background showing. A game like this, if they know it's going to bid for high, then at the very least, they should show it on the TV in the background if it's tested. I mean, they're not stupid at Goodwill. The Goodwill people are not stupid. They know exactly, the people that are over the gaming and stuff, they keep up on values. Meaning they might just do a Google search and see what this kind of runs for in the hundreds here. But the functionality is unable to test. Not available. They didn't even test this. I guess, fucking morons, you morons bidding on this, you didn't even scroll down to see that it was not even function tested. Now, would I pay this for this? Hell no, I wouldn't. If I was trying to resell it, hell no, I wouldn't, because I don't know the condition of it. Plus, I'm not in the business of selling these things for several hundreds of dollars, okay? If I get a Silent Hill 3, I'm not going to sell for a ton of money if I didn't pay a ton of money. I'm not. That's just personally against my beliefs. You know, I mean, some people would say, Rick, you could sell for a lot of money. I'm like, I don't really want to. Like maybe 60, 70, 75 at the most. That's a good copy. I would hold it back probably and sell it to a special customer. Maybe like one of my bigger customers and everything. But I'm not out for people to go broke off of one damn game. And this is not that game. This is not fucking stadium events, man. This is not Little Samson. This is not a rare game, man. This is not Flintstones. This is not Flintstones the Dinosaur Peak. All right. This is a game that should not be going for as much as it's going for here on Goodwill.com or eBay. Because, last point, it was part of a greatest hits on PS2. They might wonder, what is greatest hits? Does that mean it's one of the highest reviewed games on the system? No, it means it passed a threshold of copies sold. And that threshold is over 400,000. So at least 400,000 Silent Hill 3s are currently swimming out there in the wild. And granted, a lot of those are scratched up. A lot of those are broken. But let's say even half of them will work. Half of them, okay? And it probably is a lot more than that. Then at the very least, it's over 200,000 are still out there. But in all likelihood, it's over 500,000. I don't have the sales figures in front of me. But when you take that into consideration, you now see how fucking stupid it is for greatest hits PS2 Silent Hill games to be selling for this much in poor, questionable, untested condition at that.